a minute at your desk.
Thanks, Steph. And there you
Thank
go.
you.
So now, if you want to see these recipes again, the videos, the instructions, or like the shopping list or more, just go to the East Texas Kitchen app, or go to KLTV or KTRE.com. Find the kitchen app section there as well, and you're going to find those recipes plus everything else that you watch here on the show every night on Dinner and a Movie, or anytime else during the day that you see on the midday newscast or a 5 o'clock newscast. You're going to find those recipes and more in the kitchen app. Every category of food: breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, side dishes, and more. So if you need some things to cook that are easy, that are customizable, that don't require a lot of skill or time or equipment, because again, school's back session now, so your time's at a premium, the kitchen app is a great resource to have on hand. So again, search KLTV, search KTRE, search East Texas Kitchen in your app store. There's no accounts to create, no logins or emails or passwords. Just download the app and get to cooking with everything you can think of, whatever you find yourself hungry for. Now, we're going to have a taste test coming up here in just a few moments. We're going to try that breakfast tortilla egg fold over. Again, full of protein, easy to make. You can make several of them and kind of freeze them, or just put them in the refrigerator. You can also get we're going to have that frozen yogurt bar, which to me is the most interesting because it looks like dessert. And it's going to make your kids think it's a dessert, but it's extremely healthy if you choose to use the healthy ingredients, like a nice vanilla flavored Greek yogurt, or the berries, and not a lot of extra added sugar. But we are about to be joined here on the desk by our very own Mama Steph. So she's in this kitchen all night long, making these wonderful looking and I believe smelling dishes as well. Mama Steph, good evening.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to the newsroom.
Thank you.
Okay.
So do you want dessert first, or do you want breakfast and dinner first?
Let's go breakfast and dinner first.
Okay.
Just because. So I don't know if you can see, but we have the plate here. We have the breakfast fold over. I'm gonna try to hold it and present it and also eat it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the breakfast fold over is the one that I was really excited about.
And doesn't it smell good?
Oh, yeah.
It all smells so good.
I'm a big breakfast guy. Mm.
Oh, are you?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that you probably are going to enjoy that then. Isn't that great?
Mm-hmm.
I had a triangle earlier for my lunch, and I loved it. I just loved the combination of flavors. I loved everything about it. And of course, you can't not love that it's ready so fast.
Right.
I mean, that is so fast.
It never occurred to me to put the tortilla, flip it over.
Yeah.
And get one side covered in the egg and turn it back over and cook it like that.
So now you've got a more flavorful tortilla. It's got a little more body, and yeah, it's just so good. It's a really fun and easy idea.
So when you made this, you covered the pan in butter.
Yeah, I put a tablespoon of butter, but you don't have to, honestly.
Okay.
It is a non-stick pan, and you can, and I could have just sprayed it with a little cooking spray. You don't have to have the butter, but I wanted to be decadent for you tonight and put a little pat of butter so you could have that that extra
wonderful
luxury.
Well, I ask because I'm normally an olive oil kind of guy.
Oh yeah.
And so I use olive oil if I make scrambled eggs.
Yep.
Put some of that, or if I make turkey burgers or whatever else, put some olive oil in the pan.
Yeah.
So that's to work
totally
with that
fine.
too. Excellent.
Absolutely fine. And you could have fun with these and make them in different flavor profiles. You could do different meats and stuff and make it an Italian theme, or whatever you want. So you could use some good Genoa salami in there, and maybe drop some of those black olives in, and you can use prosciutto, or just there's a lot of ideas you could take and use.
And you mentioned it when you were making it. I love cereal too. We all do.
Yeah.
But it's mostly just like it's sugar, and it's very simple carbs, and they just they boost you up, nice little sugar high, right?
Yeah.
And then you crash 20 minutes later.
Absolutely.
This is going to be filling, and it's going to like keep you like fueled up and ready to go.
Yeah.
And it has carbs. It has the tortilla. It has the spinach.
Yeah.
It's a nice mixture of all the different things that you need to really get you out the day. This is a great breakfast.
I'm glad you like that. And if you were someone who was trying to not have any carbs, you could always buy those low-carb tortillas. If you wanted something with more grains, you could buy the whole wheat tortillas. They have so many good options now with tortillas.
I will say, I'll be the guy and say you need carbs to some degree.
You do need some
because
carbs,
proteins are what repair and build the body, and carbs
Right.
are what fuel the body. So you need some.
Yeah,
Don't,
you
if
need
you
a
cut
nice
them all out,
balance.
you're going to end
Yeah.
up being like lethargic or whatever else.
That's
so
why
some.
nutritionists always say you need a
Yeah.
balanced diet.
Yes, and
Yeah.
vegetables, fruits are a great source of carbs without
Absolutely.
getting like there's some less than healthy carbs.
Yeah,
right?
there are,
but-
like potato chips and stuff.
Right.
You know, it's a sometimes food, as Joe Terrell and I always jokingly say about things like that. It's a sometimes food. How do you like that casserole?
This is really good.
Isn't it?
And it tastes like what you expect it to taste like, because the ingredients that you use are very
Yeah.
staple ingredients. They're not
Very
anything
much.
off the wall,
Yep.
but they blend together wonderfully.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, it never would have occurred to me to use the Alfredo sauce in a Tex-Mex kind of thing,
Yeah.
but that really,
It gives you that nice cream.
Yeah.
You know, the body of it is nice. Because I didn't want to go in with a big tomato sauce. You
Right.
know, I wanted more of, not like a lasagna, but I wanted it to be a casserole. And so I didn't go with tomato sauce. We just went with some tomatoes in the rotel,
yep.
or if you wanted to use salsa, as I said. And then the Alfredo sauce gives you that nice creaminess that you expect from a casserole.
and if you're looking to, again, keep boosting your protein intake for the day, take the Alfredo sauce, replace it with plain Greek yogurt. Has the same effect.
You could probably
Not
try that.
quite the same flavor.
You would get more of a, no, because the Greek yogurt does have a sourness to it, which I like. A lot of people don't like. Like my mom and dad never bought yogurt because they didn't like that sour,
Right.
but I loved it. So I keep it at my house. And I think I've told you before that, like, my favorite nighttime treat when I get home, I just take a little Greek yogurt, a little vanilla in there, and then I mix in some frozen blueberries. And that is like the best little snack.
Yep.
And you're still getting some fruit and you're still getting some protein. So it's a good treat as well.
That's actually my breakfast every day.
Is it your breakfast?
A cup of yogurt, like 170 grams of yogurt. I use like the vanilla flavored,
Yeah.
like the 000 yogurt.
Yeah.
Little quarter cup of rolled oats, and about a quarter
idea.
cup of blueberries. Stir it all up. Put it in the refrigerator overnight until the
Yes.
oats get nice and absorb all the moisture from the
Yes.
yogurt.
Yes.
It's really good.
That is a good idea. And because with the oats, you know, they are a little bit more of a, do they consider that a complex carb, or is it still simple? I think it's a little complex. If you buy like steel cut oats or whatever,
Right.
if you get the quick ones, they've already taken away so much of the fiber
Yeah.
to make them cook faster. And so you're not getting all of the, you know, when you have a complex carb, it takes longer for your body to break it down.
Break it down, right.
Which is why it lasts with you longer.
And it helps with your insulin responses and everything else.
Yes.
That's why, you know, there's a ton of sugar in fruit,
Yeah.
but it's not as bad for you as like eating a Snickers bar, because you have the fiber that slows down the digestion,
Right.
helps your body process the sugar a little bit more efficiently, I should say.
Yes, that's why it's better, as far as, you know, you're keeping your blood sugars level. It's better to eat an orange than to drink orange juice, because your
Yes.
body has to work with that fiber,
Right.
so it doesn't all hit your bloodstream at once like when you drink orange juice. So
Great point.
so those kind of things are handy to know, especially when you're trying to feed little ones,
Right.
who are, if you let them, they'll just eat Fruit Loops every day and be they're
Little
fine.
ones, big ones, Jeremy, 100%.
Right.
Yeah.
When I got married, my husband, all he ever wanted was some Frosted Flakes. I had to gradually work him into protein breakfast. So, and of
Right.
course, he's 6'2" and skinny as a rail, and you know, eats like that.
Right.
It's just not fair.
As you can see, the plate is empty,
Yay.
and I've eaten it all while we
That's
spoke.
a great sign.
And just delicious.
Thank
delicious.
you. I'm so glad
I
you
love
think
it.
so. I love that you love it.
Okay.
And here's your dessert.
My dessert. Now, see, you know, you mentioned we've done these barks before for like the Halloween stuff, and it's
Yeah.
always white chocolate or dark chocolate,
Yeah.
very sweet.
Very sweet.
And the only added sugar here is the chocolate chips.
And there's just, as you can look at that piece, and I mean, that's not even probably a teaspoon of chocolate chips on that one piece. So, what do you think? It's good, isn't it? It's so refreshing because it's cold, it's creamy because we use the full fat Greek yogurt, and then that fruit mixed with chocolate. That's always a great combination.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah. So,
So there's some decadence there with the
Right.
chocolate. It doesn't feel like you're eating, you know, a healthy
yeah,
thing,
It's
but-
it's a treat.
It's very nutritious, and again, it's not overly full of
Yeah.
added sugar. And when it's 130 degrees outside,
Right.
which it will be again on Friday probably,
Unfortunately.
this will be a great thing to have on hand.
Yes, it will.
So, okay. Now, for me specifically, the more frozen it is, the less I'm apt to eat it because it hurts my teeth and, you know, it's cold. Is there a way to make this, because I know that the yogurt's, you know, kind of not liquid, but it's very creamy, it spreads out.
Yeah.
It doesn't solidify like a chocolate bark would.
Right.
But is there a way to do that without having to freeze it?
Not if you want it to be in that form. Then you would just go back to, like we were saying, we do, just put some fruit and stuff in your yogurt and enjoy it that way. So yeah, it's true. And I will say that if you used a low-fat yogurt or a fat-free yogurt, it's going to be more icy. It's not going to be as creamy, which is why we pick the full fat for this application. So you get more of that creamy, ice creaminess that you might be looking for. And this little nose is, this is like, what is this?
I saw strawberries and I heard it
Yeah.
like, and I was like, what is it?
Well, there's plenty.
I have some for you. Don't
Yeah.
worry. I have plenty of everything.
And it's all fantastic. Yeah.
Wow.
You got some dinner, some breakfast, some dessert.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's a well-rounded day right there.
Well, you guys may not know this, but as soon as we go off air, then everybody has been smelling it all day or all evening, and so they come and see me in the studio and eat it all up, which I love because I'm a mom at heart, and that's what I want to do.
And everything you made in the last half hour or the hour or so, I guess now, will be gone before the night is over. 100%. So
it will be.
I feel honored to be the first, and I can say with complete sincerity, nothing here is a misfire. Everything here is tremendous, and I love that it's all nutritious and it's all, you know, based in nutrients and being nutrient dense and not anything that's overly going to be overly sugary or overly processed or anything else. It's a
Starting
nice,
off our school year on the right foot, right?
on the right foot, and you're not sacrificing flavor or fun, right? With the healthier approach to things. That's always important to remember too. Is that it's not either or.
Right.
You know, it can be both.
That's
and,
correct.
I mean,
So much fun to make that with you.
that breakfast alone will set the tone for your entire day.
That's true. It
I
will.
love it. So this is going to cool off a little bit for me. Not cool off, but get a little bit
Soften.
unfrozen, soften for me to eat. But it tastes amazing.
Yeah.
And if you like frozen popsicles and stuff, this is going to be fantastic for you as well. Those chocolate chips really kind of bring the entire thing together. But I mean, yogurt's great by itself, as is strawberries, but chocolate chips really kind of help make it
It's nice
a little
to
more
put them together in a fun way.
Yeah, more fun is a great word for it. So Steph, as always, thank you so much for
My
cooking for
pleasure.
us.
Thanks, you guys,
and we
for
look forward to
watching.
seeing these on the app a little bit later.
Thanks. I appreciate
Okay,
you guys.
thank you. And there you go. So if you watch me eat that food and think, Jeremy, you're so lucky, number one, you are correct, I am. And number two, you can make it yourself, all thanks to Mama Steph and the East Texas Kitchen app. So again, search KLTV, search KTRE, search East Texas Kitchen in your app stores. There's no accounts to create, no logins or emails or passwords. Just download the app and get to cooking. These recipes, other desserts, other dinners, other side dishes, salad stuff, whatever you find yourself hungry for, you can find a recipe for it in the Kitchen app right now, completely for free. So download that, and while you're doing that, we'll take a very quick break here on the show, but stick around because we are going to be right back with more here on East Texas Now. Stand by.
You're watching East Texas Now, broadcasting in cables